to represent all of the Tzeirei Hashluchim sitting here in the room, and to represent all the Tzeirei Hashluchim in the entire world. We would like to welcome to the stage a Shliach from the Midwest of the United States of America, Shliach Zalmi Rubenfeld.
Tired Shluchim and devoted staff. Good Yom Tif, good Yom Tif. Okay, so as you already know, my name is Zalmi Rubenfeld, and I am a Shliach of the Rebbe in Chesterfield, Missouri. I'm 11 years old and the second of 6 boys. Yes, it's all boys. However, that is not what I'm here to talk about. Tonight I stand here with a special privilege to be speaking as a representative of the hundreds of young Shluchim that are gathered here tonight, and the thousands of young Shluchim throughout the world. About 62 years ago, after a tragedy had occurred in Kfar Chabad, the entire Eretz Yisrael, and the Hasidim in particular, were broken and devastated. Many even contemplated leaving the newly built town. All eyes were drawn towards the Rebbe to see what the correct response should be. Shortly after, the Rebbe announced that he would be sending 10 Bachrim to Eretz Yisrael. Their mission was to revive and uplift those who were impacted by this tragedy, and to bring the spirit of 770 to all of Eretz Yisrael. Just before departing on their shlichus at the Yud Beis Tammuz Farbrengen, the Rebbe addressed the Shluchim and explained what it means to be a Shliach. The Rebbe said that in such a critical situation, he would have himself traveled to Eretz Yisrael. However, since that was not possible, he is going to send Shluchim in his place. By sending Shluchim, the Rebbe explained, it is not like just sending someone as a substitute. It is as if he himself is going. A Shliach is not just a representative. When a Shliach goes somewhere, the Mishaleach goes there as well. The Shliach is an extension of the one he is representing. The Rebbe compared this to a very famous story that we have all learned in Chomesh. When Basia, Pari's daughter, wanted to take the basket-carrying Moshe from the river, she couldn't reach. So Hashem made her hand stretch out so that she could be able to reach it. It wasn't just another hand instead of her. It was her hand. So too, a Shliach is an extension of the Rebbe. By a Shliach traveling to his place of Shlichus, the Rebbe is himself traveling there. I hope you don't mind, but I'd like to interrupt with a short story that happened with me. Before I say the story, though, I want you to realize I was only in kindergarten when this happened. My teacher at this time was going through a hard time and dealing with personal family issues. She was feeling so down that she asked Hashem for a sign to show her that there is someone who cares about her and her family. As my father says the story, when I walked into the classroom the next day, I went over to the teacher, for no reason at all. I gave her a big hug. All right. Well, for her, that was the sign that she was waiting for. And the Rebbe found me, a kindergartner, to be the messenger of hope. You see, it doesn't take a grown-up to be a Shliach. The Rebbe can even send a 5-year-old to show compassion for someone in the middle of Missouri going through a hard time. All we need to do is let the Rebbe channel through us. Tzeirei Shluchim. Our Shluchos is not just something that our parents or our grandparents were sent on. Our Shlichos is ongoing every single day. Every place that we find ourselves, we carry the Rebbe along with us. We, the Shluchim, are an extension of the Rebbe. And we carry the Rebbe along with us to all corners of the world. This is a very big responsibility. And we need to remember that when we walk down the street and in everything else that we do, the Rebbe is there with us. The Rebbe is walking alongside us. And we need to therefore act accordingly. But even more than a responsibility, this is a great schus. What can be better and more meaningful than to live all of our life so strongly connected to the Rebbe every second of every day? How lucky we are to be part of something so special. Now today is a very special day. Today marks 40 years from Rosh Chodesh Kislev, Tafshin Lamed Ches. The day that marks the complete recovery of the Rebbe following his heart attack on Shmini Atzeres. I would like to conclude with something from the first sicha that the Rebbe said after his heart attack. It was Matzei Simchas Torah, and the Rebbe said a sicha from his room, which was broadcast to the shul of 770 and all over the world. Because of the Rebbe's condition, however, he was not able to speak to the Hasidim in person like he would usually do when he was downstairs. The Rebbe said that although he is not currently with the Hasidim physically, he is still with them just as he was before. Fellow Shluchim, the same applies for us today. Although we don't see the Rebbe physically, and we really want to, still, we know that a Nasi is not limited by a physical body. The Rebbe is with us just as much as, and even more than, before. And he continues to help us and guide us through our shluchos. May we be zoicha to see the Rebbe physically once again, and we, the Tzeirei Shluchim, will be at the front as the Rebbe leads us to the greatest banquet of all, the Geula HaAmitis Vashalema. May it be right now.